think fans really gravitate towards that sort of dislike. It just puts an extra added ingredient of intensity on a game like this. So for the fan bases, this one's big.
And now the Los Angeles starters. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Podziemski. To the inside. Here's Curry. Not going to go that time. Good D by Doncic. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
Outside Podziemski. Inside, here's Curry. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Reeves. The three, James. And Los Angeles, another three.
When LeBron's shooting like that, nothing you can do defensively.
Right side, Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries. The confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
And here are the Warriors now. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago.
Draymond Green around the rim trying to find a little bit of a window to get that ball up.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Defenders have to play Doncic tightly. He knows that and uses the pump fake to his advantage.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
2 points. That one goes.
Forward size with guard handles. Butler showing us how he can manipulate the ball there.
Outside Reeves. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. The shot goes as the ref calls the blocking foul. And he's on his way to the line.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Connects checked in for Reeves.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Gabe Vincent.
56 seconds left in the first quarter here. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. .50 seconds left to play in the first. Hield for three. Sinks the tray.
Now, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there. Just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Now, here is James. He's got 6.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Here's Butler. 4-point game. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Pass to Vincent. And there's the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Gabe Vincent out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Connect in at the three. Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does. There's no one that produces the way that he does either. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Hield for three. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. The Lakers lead by 6. Reeves with the ball. Jackson Davis picks him up. Vincent passes to Hachimura. Nails it from 3.
Rui working on that hand speed. Excellent.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Hield from outside, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Hield's got 6.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Curry against Reeves. Pass to Jackson Davis. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Another 3 for Golden State. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
James outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Goodwin. There's the drive. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. A minute 20 left to play in the first half of basketball. Curry passes to Green. And here's Podziemski. Outside Moody. Pass to Butler. Here's Podziemski. 5 to shoot. Here's Curry. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
James, a screen on Curry. From deep, here's Doncic. Rebounded by Butler. Warriors trail by 3. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. 13 feet out. And again, it's the Lakers.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
Outside Curry. There's 14 seconds left to play in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hachimura outside. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Now it's a 7-point Laker lead. And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to the... Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot from live. They're thinking about the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moody is out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the 5. That's the Warriors 5.
It feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career.
And here's Butler outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Butler's got 5 now.
Nice to see Butler drain the 3 ball. This really opens up the rest of his game.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. James outside. There, LeBron for 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Curry against Doncic. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Here's Hachimura. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, that mid-range Jay usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Outside Pajemski. Moody passes to Green. Curry with it, guarded by Doncic. Free throw line jumper. Curry, no good. The Lakers lead by 7. Here's Reeves.
2 minutes remaining.
It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. And it's Butler with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Reeves, the pass to James. James double teamed. Butler with a steal. Pass to Curry. 1:41 left in the third quarter. Back to Pajemski. Green with a screen on James. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
And Hachimura at 6'8", no problem for him to get up.
Warriors trail by 9. Now here's Pajemski. He's scoreless. Now Curry using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Doncic passes to Reeves. In the paint, Luka!
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
Outside Butler. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Drains the triple.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Reeves finds Hachimura. Here's Doncic. Pass to Hayes. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Curry with it. He's got 12. Ooh, Curry up and in through contact.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Lakers ahead. They lead by 6. And coming up as soon as we return from break, And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Gabe Vincent out there with Connect, and it's Finney Smith in at the 5 spot. Curry surveys. Tries it from the top of the key, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Curry's got 9 points now in the second half. James passes to Vincent. James, a screen on Curry. Vincent can't hit. Warriors trail by 7. And he lobs it up to the rim. Pass to Jackson Davis. And here is Kuminga. Outside heel. Jackson Davis, a screen. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Heel. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Outside Reeves. Doncic on the wing. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Curry. Outside Moody. Doncic against Curry. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
What work from Steph Curry, gets open and makes it look easy. Wow.
Doncic outside. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Shot is good by Curry.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
The Lakers lead by 5. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Here's Curry. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Shoots over Curry. Doncic's shot is good. Doncic has got 23 points.
All night, they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Curry finds Green. Fires the 3. And he sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
Doncic. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Reeves. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry against Doncic. No good off the back of the rim. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Pass to Doncic. Takes the 3. The shot that time not on target. Pajimski's shot is good. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Pajimski. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for 2.
And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Golden State calls timeout. They're behind by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce.
Defensive squads in the NBA, and this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done in its small forward. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Booker finds Richards. Beal with it. Three-pointer. Randall grabs the board. Over in the corner, Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Now, here's McDaniel. No good on the three. And it's Beal in the corner to the middle. And there's KD. That's good on the assist from Beal.
Anytime KD gets that look, it's a great possession for this team.
Randall outside. Out left of the wing. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
KD's shot is off. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Conley kicks to Randall. Beal against Edwards. And here's Conley outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
set the pick. Booker with no one around. Good on the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Gobert. Randall with the bucket.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. O'Neal's checked in for Phoenix. Tyus Jones comes in for Beal.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot it.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, here's what the Timberwolves head coach had to say when we spoke to him earlier. His team's focus is trying to slow down Devin Booker. He said the thing with Devin is that he's not just an ISO scorer. They run a lot of actions for him, so we have to do our best to chase him around, and the rotations have to be on point. It's going to take all 5 guys to try and stop him, guys.
Thanks, David.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Minnesota making some changes. Miller's checked in for Randall, and Anthony Edwards subbed in for Clark. And for the Suns, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Grayson Allen comes in for Kevin Durant, and Beal subbed in for Booker.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Beal finds Jones. Plumlee with a screen on DiVincenzo. And the basket by Jones.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Miller sets a screen for DiVincenzo. Over Jones. Misses, and he wants that one back. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Sun. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Reed. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter. Timberwolves. The first one falls. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Stars is checked in. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Plumlee. Beal against Edwards. Beal drives in. score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Defense has Beal well covered inside, but he can get aggressive and fights his way through for that shot.
Here's Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nailed from three-point land. DiVincenzo's got 5 points in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Beal from long range drills it from outside. Beal's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns. And so it's Minnesota with it. Edwards looking it over. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Reed. This one for 3. And Jones pulls it down. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Nobody near Allen. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Some changes for Phoenix. KD's checked in for O'Neal. Dunn comes in for Allen. And it's Devin Booker in for Tyus Jones. Now here's Booker. Plumlee with a screen on Conley. For 3, Booker can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
There's Beal with the 3. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Terrific response by Beal. This demonstrates what a competitor he is.
Conley, the pass to Randall. Back to Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. Overdone, and he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. McDaniels got 5.
A phenomenal floor general. Conley is gifted at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Plumlee sets the pick for Beal. His 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Outside Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
3-pointer. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Dunn. Dunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top, up 3. It's time now to go courtside as we thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at the center filling out the middle.
The three at the other end lit a fire under Booker. He wanted to get those right back.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Beal deciding where to go with it. Takes the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Beal's got 11.
And this is his bread and butter. Give Beal these looks from deep, and he is going to knock them down.
Conley sets a screen for McDaniel. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Dunn passes to Durant. It's Beal on the way. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Kept alive, and Gobert kicks to Edwards. Another shot, and he knocks down the jumper. Edwards got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Dunn, wide open, he fires, misses the three. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Shoots over Beal. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Edwards got 10 points here in the second half.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third. Pass to Richards, and here's Booker from the arc. Devin Booker, three, right down the hatch.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
And here's Edwards. He's covered by Beal. Beal against Edwards. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Suns making a change here as well. O'Neal's checked in for Dunn. Booker finds KD. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And KD the bucket on the assist by Booker.
Anywhere Durant can find a shot, he can make a shot. That certainly includes the mid-range.
Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. Angle a screen on Durant. He had a nice open look right there.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Randall. And Edwards with a clear. Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Talk about a guy who runs the floor. Edwards gets down there on the fast break so quickly.
Booker looking around. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves lead by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Joe Ingles is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Edwards in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Jones, the pass to Booker. Over Edwards. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
And showing off a little with the handles there. Man, is Booker fun to watch.
Here's Edwards. Good, nice job down low. Edwards got 24.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. Daniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Donte DiVincenzo. And for the Suns, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Beal subbed in for Jones.
And not just a jump shooter, Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
Outside, Beal. Done outside. KD, that's for 2. Rebound, Minnesota.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Count it. And it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
You know, they like Randle to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Richards passes to Booker. Booker taking the hit.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Booker in the post. Covered by Conley. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
Not shying away from the spotlight. Beal wanting to be the guy to come up big for his team.
Here's Edwards. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Booker, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Here's Booker. It drops.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Puts it up from 12. Good. A huge shot to tie it up.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David. On the left block. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Shot and game clock separated by 5. a screen on it. Just 4 to shoot. Beal fires from way outside. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it, and a contested three, never an easy shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at point guard.
First team foul.
Green, the pass to Moody. Into the lane. And it's in there.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Porter a screen. Lets it go from deep. Gordon can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. Connects from downtown.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on it. Consistency is the key.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Curry against Murray. Pass to Green. 5 on the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Over Jokic. And it's Green missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And here's Gordon from the arc. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Uneasy 2 on the layup. Curry's got 5 points.
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
Outside Porter. Back to Murray. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Green against Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. Here's Porter. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Outside Moody. Knocked away. Outside Butler. Here's the teardrop, and he lays it up and in.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Pass to Brown. Porter from outside. Warriors with the rebound.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Back to Curry. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 8.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a handler.
Pass to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
He does not lack for confidence. And he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court for Denver, Peyton Watson is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Dario Saric. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the 2. Westbrook, the pass to Watson. Here's Strother. Now Saric, covered by Jackson Davis. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, you know, Saric can get it done just about from anywhere, and he's comfortable firing from mid-range, too.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Saric a screen. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And, you know, when you foul Porter Jr., you better foul him like you mean it, or it'll be an and one, just like it was there.
Browns checked in for Denver. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Now a timeout called by Denver. You know, to be a high-volume shooter like Buddy Hield, you have to have a lot of self-confidence.
Well, not just self-confidence, B.A. You better have the ability to knock down shots, and Buddy Hield has that in spades. He can get it done from any direction he needs to, going right, going left, off the catch. He can dribble into the 3 on occasion. That shot he's got is pure.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Hield. Westbrook. And that one hits the back iron. The Warriors trailing. Pass to Curry. Peyton with a screen on Westbrook. And a deep 3 from Curry. Rebounded by Denver.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Remaining in the first half, 2 minutes.
Here's Murray. Good D by Peyton.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Curry from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Saric.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Outside Porter. Pass to Westbrook. Now here's Saric. This one for 3. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Saric has got 5.
Now that's confidence. Saric says, "In Dario I trust."
And the Warriors make some changes. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Kuminga. Moody comes in for Peyton. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. Jokic is checked in for Denver. Watson comes in for Porter Jr. Back to Pajemski. Hits a three-pointer. Pajemski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Part of Draymond's value, the playmaking he gives you out of the front court.
Pass to Brown. There's a screen. Fires from deep. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Denver foul.
A different look for Denver. Gordon comes in for Watson. And it's Porter Jr. in for Russell Westbrook.
Aaron Gordon. Michael Porter Jr.
51 seconds left in the first half. Hield, a screen on Jokic. And here's Green from the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Outside Porter. Screen by Gordon. 4-3. And Porter hits from deep. Give him 8 points now.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Pajemski. Banked it in off the glass.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 3-point lead. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Porter. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic passes to Gordon. The three-pointer off the mark. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Denver up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Green out there with Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Tries again, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
That's a nice job by Jokic, getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
The Nuggets lead by 6. Pass to Murray. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Jokic. Jokic just out muscling the defense.
Smooth jumper by Jokic. Not going to let anything break up his concentration.
Here's Curry. The 3. Drills it from deep. Curry's got 11 points.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Porter. Gordon on the wing, defended by Pajemski, down low, and stolen by Green. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Ahead, here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Throwing it down in style. Butler playing with a lot of force.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Payton's checked in for Moody. Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray. Murray does not just hurt you from deep. He is a clever finisher on the drive. Lethal at penetrating and finishing.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside Porter takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one. Warriors trail by 7. Curry looking it over. Pass to Butler. Green with a screen on Gordon. To the middle. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
I don't think you can sleep on Butler's passing ability now. I mean, he's quite good at knifing the rock through the defense on time and on target, especially in these screen and rolls.
Gordon outside. Lets the 3 fly. Can't hit that one.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And the ball out of play. The Nuggets will have it. So it's Denver now. It's a 5-point game. Westbrook outside. Screen by Watson. With 2 seconds left. The shot won't fall. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. It's Denver leading by 5. And when we return. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Denver, Christian Brown out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Murray, then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Saric in at the 5 down low.
You know, so often we see Westbrook with the ball driving or pulling up off the dribble. He can catch and shoot it just as well.
Outside Curry, launches a 3. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Westbrook. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, it looks to me like he can get this shot anytime he wants. I mean, so confident, so poised, always under control.
Curry passes to Peyton. To the inside. It's hauled in by Saric. The Nuggets lead by 7. Outside Murray. Pass to Brown. Outside Murray. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get one up. Shot from the wing. The shot by Brown, no good. Golden State has gotten 6 of 10 3-pointers to drop. Hield passes to Peyton. Here's Curry. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
You see why he's one of the guys they want at the line in these situations.
Timeout. The Nuggets want a timeout.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And the release on the jumper from Gordon is just pure. A lot of that hard work paying dividends. I'd like to see him drain these looks more often.
Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
Curry is a guy you can trust to get it done when it needs to be done.
4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Jokic. Here's Porter. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th assist in this one. Curry against Murray. From behind the arc. Oh, Curry showing off the range.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Here's Jokic. The rebound by Moody. Warriors trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Green. Money.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Porter pass to Gordon. Curry against Murray. Outside Porter. Launches it. And knocks down the 3.
Porter Jr., what a clutch shot. Stepping up when they needed him to.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. It's Podziemski on the wing. Cash! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3!
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. And here's Porter outside. The Warriors pull it in.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3. And Butler relishes this. I mean, he feels really comfortable going right at the defense at crucial points in the game.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. He connects! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1.
An experienced and confident player. How about Green being the one to bury the big-time shot?
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2.
2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. 12 seconds left to play in the 4th. From deep 3-point range. Can't get the 3 to fall. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
And so it's Denver with the W. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And now the Lakers starting group. In it forward for them, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes. In at the 5. Down low. Down low. Here's Edwards. It's good from inside.
Boy, that defense. Must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular. The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Pass to Hachimura. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
The three for Doncic. Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hachimura finds Doncic. 1:49 left in the first. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end, on time and on target with the pass.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And then for the Lakers, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Connect in for Austin Reeves. Now, here's Doncic. LeBron with a screen on Conley. And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Lakers. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. Gobert the screen. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Oh, my goodness. What a response by Randall. Yes, you can make a 3. So can I.
Doncic kicks to Hayes. Doncic against Conley. Now, here's Doncic. D right on him. 6 on the shot clock. And Connect gets it to go.
And you have to run Connect off his spot. He's very comfortable in the corner.
Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer, Randall. Rebounded by the Lakers. 32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Hayes. Gobert with the block.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. The Lakers also changing it up. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Austin Reeves comes in for LeBron. And Vincent subbed in for Luka Doncic. Here's DiVincenzo. Inside. Here's Randall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Randall's got 5 now.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
They've got Miller. Edwards is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Reed in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin. Spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program. Then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
Oh, that is a stone-cold 3 by the Ant-Man.
Reeves outside. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And that one, good.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Now Now here's Edwards. He's got 11. Edwards at the rim.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. Daniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for the Lakers, Hachimura, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. LeBron comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Conley kicks to Randle. Shoots over Hachimura. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles lead's cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Randle. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Back to Doncic. Over Conley. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by LeBron. That's now 8 points for Luka Doncic. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer, Randle. The Lakers with the rebound. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Kicks it out to LeBron. Off target from three-point range.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Puts it up from 12. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Conley.
Now, Mike Conley is comfortable. It doesn't matter what area of the floor he's on. That time in the mid-range.
Pass to James. The three for Doncic. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Now Edwards, 13 points in the game. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Bucket, Edwards swatting home the three.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers on top. They're up by 2. From Target Center, back in a moment. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Jackson Hayes is out there with Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. Pass to McDaniels. Randle outside. Conley with a wide open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a 3.
Mike Conley was... drafted Doris back in 2007. And somehow, some way, He's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat, and it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
Pass to Hachimura. Doncic with it for the three. Doncic knocks in the three.
Wow, quick trigger from Luka. Ready on the catch to release and fire.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Randall. Has to Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Randall with the ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Randall's got 10.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Hachimura finds Doncic. They set the pick. Baseline try, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Conley the pass to Edwards. Now Gobert. A minute 42 left in the third. Pass to Randall. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Back to Reeves. And he goes in for the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got his first 2 points of the night.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
Mr. Gobert. And it's Conley penetrating. And again, it's Minnesota.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Now here is Hachimura. From deep LeBron. The rebound by Edwards. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Randall with the bucket.
Boy, Julius Randle is getting to his spots and starting to really cook.
Doncic looking it over. Doncic with a strong move inside. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Edwards, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's DiVincenzo. They've got Edwards. Also Dante DiVincenzo's out there. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Naz Reid. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Vincent with it. Fires from deep. Minot pulls it in.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Edwards, good.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
James a screen on Edwards. High, arcing shot. Basket, good.
can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
Lakers trail by 3. Pass to Vincent. In the corner, it's James. Here's Hachimura. No good on the triple. Edwards working it over. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. To the paint. Here's Alexander Walker.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Some changes for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves comes in for Goodwin. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. And he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, Randall works so hard down low, earns him these fouls in the process.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Here's Doncic, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Doncic has got 20 points. Minnesota leading by 3. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
And here is Doncic. Shoots the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. A minute 20 left in the game. Randall no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Count them 1. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Reeves. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, maybe a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Minnesota with the ball. So it's Minnesota now. So they foul intentionally. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Hayes. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Doncic passes to Reeves. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to stay the game.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
And the Lakers call time here. They trail by 4. And what's their best move at this point?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Here's Doncic. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
From deep, Reeves. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. Got one more, though. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on
target. To win it. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. In it forward for him, it's James and
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
Stolen by Conley. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Here's Randall. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch. That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Here's Edwards, and again it's Minnesota converting.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic so pretty, so fluid.
Here's Doncic. Throws it up high, and Hayes throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Outside Edwards. Conley with the 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. The Lakers shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Lakers passing it around. James a screen on Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. James, the pass to Reeves. Now Doncic for by Conley.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw the play to make it happen.
He throw good, Edwards.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight. And
thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks.
Out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in at the small forward position. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. Well, Richard, these teams like to slow it down and play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating, but when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
Booker finds Beal. Richards with it. Dunn outside. Durant for three. Drops in the three.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Good work defensively by Richards.
That's just a bucket where, like, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Pass to Booker. Dunn outside. Lets it go from deep. Another three for Phoenix.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Wells, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Fires in the triple.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Pass to Edey. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Edey.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Great open look there.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
Booker against Morant. Minute 32 left in the first quarter of the game. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Durant. That shot missing. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. They trail by 3. Puts up a 3. Second shot opportunity. Goes up with it again. And it's laid in by Jackson.
Inside Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Richards with a screen. Beal from outside. And that one is hammered home.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Outside Bain, 4-3, and he buries his first look.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Booker, pass to Durant. Shoots over Jackson. Durant with the bucket. Durant's got 5.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
And Morant gets it to go.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Booker attacking. Uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Shot's good by Morant.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter. We're all tied up. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Royce O'Neal is out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. Here's Jones. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Three-pointer, Beal. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis leading. Here's Pippen. Pass to Clark. Aldama outside. Down low. Here's Jackson. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Jackson's got 6.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Kennard against Beal. To the inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Jones finds Beal. Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's... Whoa!
Nice!
What a huge jam!
Gracious.
Big time right there!
What an athlete Beal is. These kind of throwdowns get him going as well as his teammates.
Timeout called. Memphis. Phoenix making some changes. Durant, he's checked in for O'Neal. Dunn comes in for Allen. And it's Booker in for Jones. Jackson, the pass to Clark. Jackson with it. Picked up by Plumlee. Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Booker. He's got 5. 1:44 left in the second quarter. Yep, that one's good.
We know Book can hit those deep threes, but he's also effective around the rim.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick-and-roll set.
Booker finds Plumlee. Now Beal. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. Oh, Booker with a block. Durant against Morant. For 3, Booker. Oh, Booker with the triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now Morant. Give him 8. Here's the 3. Oh, a bomb from John.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Devin Booker, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Suns, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Over to the left wing. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Here's Edey. No points so far. Jackson gets the bucket.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They lead by 1. Beyond the arc. The shot misses. Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Morant, the pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Here's Edey for the lead. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
You know, we just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Jackson outside. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Timeout. Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Memphis making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. And the Suns also making a change. O'Neal, he's checked in for Dunn. 1:56 left in the third. Morant against Booker. To stop the run. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. And how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional quote-unquote point guard. This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing.
Yeah, and they did a lot of winning, Allie. And here's Morant. He's got 13. Pass to Bane. 1:07 left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Three-pointer, Beal. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Bane. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Bane's got 5 points. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Pass to Durant for the tie. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. It's a tie ball game.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Offensive board. Jackson for 3. That shot off the mark. On the wing, Durant. It's Booker on the wing. Guarded by Aldama. Puts up a deep 3. That shot off. It's a tie game in Memphis. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Mason Plumlee, Devin Booker out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Royce O'Neal, and it's Dunn in at the 3. The small forward, pure from three-point range.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Booker against Bane. Now here's Plumlee. Outside O'Neal. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Clark with a screen on Jones. Aldama outside. Pass to Bain from the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Jones in the post. Outside Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Here goes Booker. And it falls all over the rim and in. Booker's got 19 points.
I guess Booker wants to play with his food before he eats.
Timeout. Grizzlies. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from coach is simple. Stop him.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Ja Morant in for Pippen. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
I like the balance of that shot. Beal nailing a pull-up. Those are not easy.
Looking to win the run. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Get this man the ball and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion. Man.
Here's Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
When they need points, they do everything possible to get Booker his touches.
Morant against Booker. Oh, a determined bucket from Morant.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Booker. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Beal's got 3 assists now in this one.
Woo, Booker showing some power.
Morant looking for an opening. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. With the D right on it, Morant gets his.
Inside, Morant doesn't have an obvious advantage, but his moves, look, they'll get him to the bucket.
And it's in.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And here's Morant outside. Oh, he nails it. And that one brings him within 1.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments. Okay, when you absolutely, positively need a bucket, Booker's your guy.
Morant with it. Richards picks him up. Count it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Timeout, Grizzlies. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
To take the lead. Laces one from 3.
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
Outside Booker. Dunn outside. For the win! Oh, he got it! He got it to go at the buzzer!
Wow.
To possess it.
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moody is out there with Butler. And it's Green in at the 5. Home in the paint. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. And he makes good on the layup.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Right side, Conley. Randall outside. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Over Moody. A nice shot by McDaniel.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Sinks the triple. Curry's got 6 points.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Randall passes to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Outside for Randall. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Connects from three-point range. And it's all knotted up.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Moody. Gary Payton is checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Randall kicks to Reed. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, it's strong and it's athletic and it's left-handed, so tough for guys to adjust to that. Randall, tough matchup.
To the inside. Hield outside. Payton with a screen on DiVincenzo. Hield the pass to Payton. Some nice passing by Golden State. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by Kuminga.
Yeah, nice to see Buddy Hield. This is where he gets his bread and butter kind of plays, sinking the deep triple.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Picked by Reed. No good from Clark. The Warriors leading. Outside Butler. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, pretty good show of strength there by Jimmy Butler, able to convert even after the hit.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night here. Here is Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tie game in Minnesota. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Payton in at the 3. Alexander Walker on the wing. Defended by Payton. Edwards, no good. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
Yeah, I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but, you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Jackson-Davis finds Curry. Lets it go from deep. Curry buries the 3-shot.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Inside, here's Jackson-Davis. Off with the layup.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And there's the try. The shot's good from DiVincenzo. Greg, you look at the great coaches. what are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeouts. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. Now here's Gobert. Still scoreless. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Hits it from three-point range. McDaniel's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from him. He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Up top, Randall, covered by Hield. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
Now, here's Moody. Pajemski buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Butler against Randall. Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Randall's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
Massively improved from the three-point line. Randall, a weapon here from deep.
Hard earned by Butler.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now Conley. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Curry has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And that one drops. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Moody. To the paint, here's Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Randall outside. Back to Conley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here's Curry. 16 points for him. Pass to Moody. Off target with his 3. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Edwards can't hit.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniel. Payton, he's checked in for the Warriors. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. Guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run.
Here's Curry. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Curry.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Randall. 10 points for him. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. The rebound by Payton. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Curry passes to Green. Outside Butler. Outside for Curry. For the lead. Curry crashes inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Randall outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Randall's got 13. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Podziemski finds Butler. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Pass to Edwards. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Edwards loves it in there.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now here's Curry. 21 points in the game. Teardrop shot. Oh, what touch. No one does it like Steph.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hill. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Looney in at the 5. Here's Hill after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Curry with the 3. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Reed with the screen on Hill. Edwards passes to Garza. Out to Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So both teams making some changes here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Podziemski. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Podziemski's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Conley kicks to Randall. Conley against Curry. Randall outside. gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Now Randall right now going to town on the defense and taking over this game.
Pass to Pajemski. Outside Curry. And the layup's good off the... Curry's got 14 points here in the second half.
And I just love the calm confidence that Steph has in these kind of moments. Get the ball to him, he'll do it to you every time.
He gets it in there.
Such a gutsy player. Edwards wants to be the guy taking big shots.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Curry gets it, keeps his balance, and finishes the play.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Here's Edwards. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
And I feel like there's been an old-school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
Now here's Conley. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Conley kicks to Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And how about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that one.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Now here's Curry. Green with a screen on Conley. It's Curry outside. Nails the triple.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
36 seconds left in the fourth. Curry with it. Green with a screen on Conley. It's Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Here's Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Buries the triple.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll
And it's the Grizzlies to start it out. And now the Los Angeles starters. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5. Here's Edie. Morant with it. Hayes picks him up. And then Morant with the dunk.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. Now, here is James. From deep, here's Doncic. Cleared away by Wells.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Bane. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And that one's good. Morant's got 7.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Now here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Yeah, elevating his teammates with passes like this. LeBron is all about making his guys better.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. So it's Los Angeles now, after the basket by Memphis on the other end. Here's Doncic. Soft touch off the glass. He has 6.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Morant against Doncic. Jackson right side. Again, the Grizzlies, good for 2 more.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Reeves finds Hayes, and finished off by Hayes.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Timeout called. Memphis. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
Finney Smith's checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Reeves. And the basket by Bane.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Lakers trail by 4. James outside. Pass to Finney Smith. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Here's Connect. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
And that's tough. This is how locked in a shooter Connect is.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Doncic outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game now. Good on the second one. 8 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Jackson. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Austin Reeves out there with Gabe Vincent. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Connect in at small forward. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 4. From down in the low post, it goes. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have a guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day.
I don't know how you stop James inside. He just overpowers the defender and gets it to go.
Pass to Bane. Clark with a screen on Reeves. From deep, Bane. He drops it from range. Bane's got 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here is James. Shot is up. The rebound by Jackson.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Jackson on the wing. Hachimura covering. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, that's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
James outside. Back to Reeves. There's a minute 40 left in the first half of basketball. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Wells. Here's Pippen. Jackson with room to fire. LeBron with the rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
LeBron gets the bucket inside.
Making it look easy. LeBron just so comfortable from that range.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Pippen. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Vincent. Lakers on D, trailing by 4. Pass to Edey. Outside Bane. Takes the 3. And again it's Memphis missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. the pass to Doncic. Charity stripe shot. Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Morant. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Doncic with it. 9 points in the game. Out to Hachimura. Three-pointer. Buries it from 3. Hachimura's got 5.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Memphis ahead. They're up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Sinks it from distance. 11 points in the game.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Back to Reeves. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's on Desmond Bane, and it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
For the lead, Hachimura. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
James outside. Back to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Doncic hammers it home.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Here's Edey. No made baskets yet. To the wing, right side. Jackson down low, working on Hachimura. They grab their own miss. The Lakers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Reeves. For 3, James. And it's Bane with the rebound. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Memphis. Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, Coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Now here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. From deep, Reeves. The rebound by Jackson.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. Outside
Morant. Pass to Edey. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires the three. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's Hachimura. He's got 5.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Doncic against Morant. The three from Bain. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Pass to James. Out to Hachimura. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Doncic outside. Shoots over Morant. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Connect is out there with Gabe Vincent. And it's Finney-Smith in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Pippen. Aldama outside. Pass to Pippen. There's the three. Counted from distance. Pippen's got himself on the board with a three there.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
James passes to Hachimura. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. James deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. From deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. Aldama outside. Clark right side. On the wing, Bain. Clark with the screen. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Ja Morant in for Pippen. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Right wing. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Jackson can't get it to go. The Lakers trail. And he's going for the lob. And finished off by Hayes.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Up top, Morant, guarded by Doncic. Fantastic finish inside by Morant.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Doncic against Morant. Outside Reeves. And another three for the Lakers. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Here's Morant. Oh, a determined bucket from Morant.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 24 points.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And here's Morant outside. Money from deep.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Here's Doncic. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. You can't get discouraged, though.
Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Bane. They set a pick. There's the triple. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Here's Doncic. Had a miss there off the inbound. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
So Memphis wins it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
going head-to-head.
Well, I revert back to an old adage. To be the best, you got to beat the best. Between bragging rights or conference seeding, these teams know this is a high.
Oh, wow, man.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Three-pointer, Randall. Denver grabs the miss. Clark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, admit, who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough.
Here's Conley. Up and in on the layup.
Slick move that time by Conley with the rock, carving out some space for himself to get the hoop.
Here's Murray. Jokic with it. Pass to Porter. Can't hit from in close.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Gobert, the pass to McDaniels. Wants to get it to Randall and does. Randall is doubled. Clock at 4. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Over Porter. Jokic grabs the miss. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Murray looking around. A three-pointer is right on target. Murray's got 5 now.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard.
McDaniels hits to Conley. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
There's the pick. Gordon outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked out, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Well, Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of basketball, like training his horses.
I love that about him. When basketball season is over, he knows exactly what he wants to do and needs to do to take care of his body, but he's not going to be a slave to basketball year-round. He's got other interests, and he's going to indulge and engage in those. He's got other passions, which I love seeing. And horses apparently one of his other passions for sure.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. A 3 for DiVincenzo. It's good from long range.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Murray outside. Pass to Westbrook. Now Jokic. Reed with the block. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Minnesota on top. They lead by 3. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Dante DiVincenzo, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Miller. Then there's Reed, and it's Edwards in at the shooting guard. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be. And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
For 3, Edwards, and another 3 for Minnesota.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Wasted no time on that one. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Murray plays with such a nice rhythm, especially on offense, and he's got a really good feel and understanding of when to shoot the pull-up.
Here's Alexander Walker. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Outside, Porter. Back to Murray. Charge, just screen on Conley. For 3, Murray. Another 3 for Denver. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success. When Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Murray against Conley. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Murray.
When Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Gobert with a screen on Murray. Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
To the middle. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Porter's got 6 here in this quarter.
You got to push Porter Jr. out of the paint because he's so skilled at capitalizing down there.
And here is McDaniel. He has yet to score. And here's Conley outside. Porter pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Murray. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. Over Jokic. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
Outside Porter. He nails it. And we're tied up. Porter's got 9.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Edwards, and he slams it down right on top of Michael Porter.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there. Randle surveying the D.
What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Nuggets. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Edwards can't hit. Denver in the lead. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
No coverage that time. McDaniel's got the game tied up here for Minnesota. Outside, Porter. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Murray for 3. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Murray has that spirit of, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Stolen. Here's Brown. Edwards defending. Pass to Porter. Jokic high post. 4 on the shot clock. From downtown, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. And finished off by McDaniel.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniel.
Gordon with the screen for Murray. Pass to Jokic. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
He was all alone on that one. Conley's got 7 points.
Conley is such a patient player. Takes advantage of what the defense gives. That's really fantastic execution.
Murray outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in 2-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last, in 3-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets.
Conley against Murray. Puts up a deep 3. From beyond the arc, and then some. Murray's got 6 in the quarter.
This is one of those nights where Murray was just determined to take over, and he's carried through with that determination.
Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Launches it. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Porter kicks to Gordon. No good from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Randall outside. Here's Conley. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Conley doesn't have an overwhelming body, but I tell you, good job that time taking the hit and finishing through it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Westbrook scanning the floor. Over Conley. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 5. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Reed. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the 4-man position.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Timeout called. Nuggets. For the Nuggets, Jokic has checked in for Šarić. Aaron Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And Porter subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Gordon against Randall. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And Gobert kicks to Randall. Nailed from 3-point land. Randall's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. Denver's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them to the inside. Shot from the low block. Jokic cannot be stopped inside.
Even when you try to lock him up, Jokic finds a way. What a nice, delicate touch from him.
Edwards looking it over. Lets it go. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Porter dishes to Murray. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Offensive rebound. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he launched that one from way outside. Now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Floats one. Strong move inside by Edwards.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
They set the screen. Here's Jokic. And he converts the layup.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. And it is the one saving grace of that situation. And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Pass to Jokic. Gobert with the block.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Here's Jokic, defended by Gobert. The putback, count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Edwards. Tries from 10. Yes!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Outside Gordon. From deep. And no good. And so Minnesota takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to... All right, DA, thanks again. And that about wraps it up for Great